Hydra, what's up, buddy? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. I can't see emotes. Oh, are you on mobile? I think the Twitch app definitely needs to support FFC and BTTV already. I know there are like third-party chat apps you can get, but I don't know. I've downloaded them, but I'm not a big fan. The Twitch app does some things well, but yeah, could definitely improve. Currently at work, nice. Getting that bread. I forget how many hours you are in front of me. No, yeah, you are in Europe, aren't you? You're definitely in Europe. Tony, what's up? How are you? Also at work, nice. Let me switch over to desktop. I was going to use Streambeats today, but I've been using it for like the last couple streams, so I'm just gonna not. I'm probably not gonna be DMCA'd or whatever, and yeah, it will be fine. Yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Mr. Rixer, Oliver, how are you doing? Wait, is that a trigger or a person talking? Wait, what do you mean? How do you mean? They're honking? Is a trigger? Or do you mean the stream elements thing? That's just oh, the stream elements message. Yeah, that's just a thing that I set up. It uses some regex to work out when someone has said hi or no, I'm, and then it just replies with the rest of the message. But then there's a cooldown of a certain amount of time, which I'm not going to disclose because otherwise people will know when to anticipate it. I should probably change the cooldown every so often. Advent of Code, yes. I was a bit late to it yesterday. I thought you had to. This is my first year participating, by the way. I think I must have seen it last year, but I just never really got around to doing it. Oh, actually no, I was doing my thesis at the time. That was right, December. So I probably would have been super busy with that, and it must have just completely slipped my head. So yeah, this is my first time, and I'm going to be doing it in TypeScript because I want to get better at TypeScript, or I want to do more TypeScript, and I think this would be a really good opportunity to. I mean, it's not that much different to JavaScript from what I've been using already, aside from just specifying types on variables and just remembering to do that. I'm sure there's more to it than that, which I will be, looking into. So this is a good excuse to do more TypeScript. Waiting for the cake. Oh, right, because my title is Cake Over Code. I can't. Oh, I must have been setting up a Portal stream and I just forgot to change the title. Whoops. Well, cake is better than code. So I guess it still stands. Learning Python, watching Twitch, not working, it's slow, so it's technically trading. Ah, nice. Python is a pretty cool language. You can do a lot with Python. It's ironic because I do mostly JavaScript and TypeScript. Well, not TypeScript, but no, mostly like web languages now, but in my dissertation in my final year, I did mostly Python. Just because what I was doing was mostly data science and not web stuff. because my computer science course was more sort of general computer science. It was like not primarily web development. I think I only had 1 or 2. No, I think it was mostly just 1 course. No, not course. What's the correct terminology? Class? Module? Yeah, module. In the course that was web related, which was a bit sad, but it definitely gave me a better overview of everything, which I guess worked out. I use English. Well, I mean, that is probably a good precursor to programming languages. I mean, yeah, that's always intrigued me actually. Like, I guess, how do you code in other languages? Because obviously, I don't think, I mean, you can't really have variants of. I don't know. It's odd. I'm sure there has to be some way of doing it, but like, these are English words. I'm not sure if that would translate well into, like, how do you code in Russian? I never really thought about it. Odd. I don't know, it's kind of just blown my mind. Because they use a completely different alphabet. Odd. So yeah, I'm taking part in Advent of Code, if anyone else wants to take part. I do have a leaderboard code. Hold on, where is that? For the community, if anyone wants to join in. I'll probably tweet this later, but this is the code. I'll paste it in chat. Just because I'm pretty sure everyone's going to mostly get most of like the stars and stuff, so I think it's more just keeping track of if you manage to do it every day. And I'm gonna try and do it every day. I think you can go back to previous days to catch up if you miss a day, so that's good. It doesn't like lock. You don't get less points if you do them all later. I think as long as you get them all done before Christmas. So if you're not aware, Advent of Code is basically this daily coding challenge where you have a sort of mini coding challenge every day leading up to Christmas. There's one a day. It's been going on for the last 5 years, I think. You get 2 stars for each day, and then yeah, there's like 2 small challenges, and then the next one is unlocking in about 12 hours. So yeah, it's a pretty fun thing to take part in. Hydra, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. That's really cool of you. What? Any language is a precursor to coding. Yeah, that's true. I can definitely see that. Given my job contract wasn't extended and ends on New Year's. Oh no, I'm sorry. That is pretty lame. But yeah, I hope you find something. I'm sure a lot of opportunities will be opening up in the new year. You could code using English, since you want to do it in a common language. Yeah, that's true. Definitely the case. Did you do a similar solution for day 1, part 1? to the one you have set up. Yes, I'm not particularly proud of it because it looks a bit obnoxious, but it was like late, and I couldn't really think of any other way, so I just went with that. I was trying to think of like a way to use like map or reduce or something, but then I don't know, intuitively this just made the most sense to me to do. Andrew, what's up? Hello. I'm not the least worried about finding a job, I just don't like the process of hunting. Yeah. I would assume, I mean, it depends on the kind of work, because if you're mostly doing something that could be done remotely, then that's always a big plus, because then you don't need to travel for interviews and things, because I know a lot of places are trying to be remote where possible, which definitely helps in not setting up the stress of organising, having to travel for interviews and things, which is always good. Honks are definitely superior to quacks. I agree. Well, I don't know. The quack is... I do have the goose as my profile picture on Discord, but the quack is cooler sounding. I shouldn't have said that. I have a bit of fun with an ON solution. Oh no, chat message is going off screen. For part 1, single loop, but it doesn't move as nicely into part 2. Yeah. I'm wondering if that's how most people did it, or if that's how he expected most people to do it, because part 2 was mostly just add, at least with this solution, was just add another loop, which I just called K. But I'd definitely be interested in trying to go back to optimize that at some point. I don't know. It was late. Andrew can vouch. Hate job hunting, because just the fact it usually feels pointless because you never hear back from companies. Yeah, that's one thing that is always very annoying. Is they should just have the decency to message back with why maybe you weren't taken on, or feedback with how you could improve. Because it's like, you can't even just send an email, even if it's automated or something. Oh, so many quacks. Did you guys hear, Twitch is going to be trialing a new thing where you can actually use channel points to boost a channel onto the front page. That's pretty crazy. Because I'm sure it's going to encourage just, I don't know, 24-hour streams of people with bot accounts farming points on channels to, like, send them onto the front page. I mean, it is cool that it's not a paid thing, and I guess there wouldn't really ever be a solid way to handle that kind of thing, but I don't know. Well, I guess we just have to tread carefully. I think it's unfair because the quack is definitely louder. I demand a retrial. Is it? Is it though? Or is the honk just a bit... Does the honk just have a bit more treble in it? I think the quack is maybe a bit bassier. I'm slowly going insane. Mr. Rixer, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Andrew. I didn't even see that. My alerts just... I don't know if they even appeared. I wasn't even looking. They don't have audio. I need to fix that. Are the things you code for streams free to use, or do you keep most of it yourself? It depends on the project. Sometimes I'll just have stream projects where I'm working on personal things that, well, yeah, I guess it depends. I haven't really done much of that recently. I've been doing more sort of just coding practice recently rather than doing overlays and widgets and things. I'd say it's a mix. I've been better at keeping sort of secrets and tokens and things off stream, which is mostly the reason why I didn't code personal stuff on stream, because I was worried I'd leak something. After we get done with today's Advent of Coding challenge, we will probably be switching back over to the chat rank thing, which I need to finish, because that will be fun to do. I was kind of thinking of converting my React project into TypeScript React, but I think that might be a bit too much work to do at this point, so I'll probably finish this off in just regular JavaScript. But yeah, I guess we should start before, I don't know how long I'll be streaming today, probably an hour, hour and a half, we'll see. I am curious to see what this image will turn into though. So yeah, we'll see. But people who have more viewers would have a better chance. That's true. Well, I guess it's kind of, I don't know, it is kind of rewarding those kind of communities where you might be in that weird in-between space between being on the high end of affiliate but not being able to reach partner. So people, because I've definitely come across communities that are like, have, I don't know, averaging 40 to 60 viewers or whatever, and they have a really cool community and there's lots of people there, but then they only have like a very limited number of emotes or access to tools as affiliates, and you kind of yeah, it's difficult because I imagine they're probably under the stress of trying to push for partner, but then worried that it could just fall off and they'd be back at the start again. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Going to head off because I don't want spoilers. No worries, dude. I was actually like that in somebody else's stream yesterday when I came across the Advent of Code, so I completely understand. But yeah, feel free to join our private leaderboard if anyone wants to join. I'll post the code in chat again. It's I don't think there's anything to the leaderboard. I think you can just see like if people have been doing it every day or what people are up to. TypeScript scares me because I'm already so reckless with my types. Yeah, that's something, a similar sentiment I can definitely share. What I like about TypeScript is that you don't have to use any TypeScript at all, which is pretty interesting. Like, you can just completely do everything in regular JavaScript and it's the same result. So I kind of like that you're not forced to learn something completely new. You can just, all the extra stuff is just optional. It's just built on top of JavaScript. It just compiles down to JavaScript, and you can compile to any version of JavaScript as well, which is, I think, it's probably one of the cooler things, because when I'm writing a lot of ES6 stuff, if I need to target a lower version like ES5 for I don't know, browser support or something, then that's pretty easy to do. There's a video called 100 Seconds of TypeScript, which I watched, and that kind of convinced me to try it out more. I'm targeting ES6 because I like seeing my ES6 code, but you can easily change that to other versions. It definitely help out with discoverability, but how many people actually click on front page channels? That's also true. I think the recommended for you section is, I've been trying to use that a bit more to find other newer streamers, because the recommended is actually worked quite well. Usually it's people who I've seen in communities that I've been around or been a part of, or it's not completely random streamers, it's streamers that are sort of within a circle of my circle. So that's been a useful sort of experiment. But yeah. Maybe for a new game I want to check out, but the thing is, most streamers suck at the games they play. That's also true. I don't know, it's tough. It's a tough balance between wanting to play games that you want to play and playing games that you're good at, but maybe just not very exciting to stream. I wouldn't say I'm the best at coding, but I have fun streaming it and working out solutions to things while talking to myself about it, because chat is my rubber duck. I'm gonna open the thing up and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so wait, so there's a sort of a story that happens with the advent of code. Basically, we are going on holiday to a tropical island. It has its own currency, it's entirely cash only, and we need to earn stars. And in order to not get kicked off the island, we need to earn our stars from each day to save our vacation. So the first day, the puzzle was, we need to find 2 entries that sum to 2020, and then find out what they give when we multiply them together. I'm not going to read out the answers in case anyone wants to do this today. Also, don't look at the screen, I guess. But yeah, you get like a you get the input. That's really bright, and then you basically need to run your code on this. I did try to just pull the numbers from the website directly, but I kept getting some weird bad request error, so I ended up just downloading it and then running it on that. And then yeah, there's like a second part to it, which is do it a third time, and I just used loops for that. Not the prettiest looking solution. I'm interested to see how challenging the puzzles will get as we progress closer to Christmas. I watch way too many coders compared to the amount I understand about code. That's sometimes the best way to learn about code, is kind of just to see it a lot, and then eventually when you get around to it, if you want to, a lot of it makes sense because you've seen how someone else has made it look in the past. Kind of like sleeping on a dictionary, which I don't think works, but some people swear that it does. But you know, it's a placebo effect. Probably didn't see my message on Discord, but I fixed the mobile issue with 1 tag. Nice. Really annoying, but thank God I don't have to rewrite all my front-end code. I can imagine. You have been pretty stressed out about it lately, so I'm hoping that is it. I think we're in the clear. Just need to hold on. Okay, let's check out the second day. Alright, here we go. Wait, I need to set up my thing. Something else I've been trying to do is to use more sort of break apart my code a bit. So I created a utils folder, And any functions that I think are useful or could be reused, I'm going to put in that. I need to be better at doing this kind of thing, because I haven't. A lot of the time I'll just code everything. I mean, with components in React and Vue, it's obviously easy to break components up, but I mean sort of plain old JavaScript I need to be better at managing. So yeah, I'll probably be doing that. But yeah, I'm gonna make a day 2, and then we are going to proceed with that. I'm going to change my start to be day 2 as well. Okay, we're ready. I was watching a streamer recently, and this guy is an engineer at Netflix. Someone in his chat was working through a leaked code problem for a job interview, and the guy pulled it up and solved it immediately. That's, yeah. That is, I guess, the reason why he's working at Netflix. That is, yeah. He refactored it down into a single line of code. How long was the line? Because quite often you can do that and just put everything in one line, but then reading it back, or like readability for future users coming across your code is a nightmare. Sometimes. I mean, it depends on what it's doing, I guess, but pretty long. It was just a bunch of chained array functions. Ah, gotcha. Well, I guess that would be okay. I've heard them say, what's the saying? It's like the best comments for a code is just the code itself or something. Like, if the code has been written in a way that everyone will understand, then you don't really need to add any comments because it's just readable. It's definitely made it harder to read, but the fact it worked was unreal. We shall get there. Let's see how much chaining I could do with this one though. Okay, password philosophy. Your flight departs in a few days from the coastal airport. Easiest way down to the coast is via Toboggan. Why is that highlighted? Oh, it's a Wikipedia entry. Shopkeeper at the North Pole Toboggan rental shop is having a bad day. Something's wrong with our computers. We can't log in. You asked to take a look. Their password database seems to be a little corrupted. Some of the passwords wouldn't have been allowed by the official Toboggan corporate policy that was in effect when they were chosen. To try and debug the problem, they've created a list. This is the input of passwords according to corrupted database and the corporate policy when that password was set. For example, suppose you have the following list. Each line gives the password policy, then the password. The password policy indicates the lowest and highest number of tries a given letter must appear for the password to be valid. For example, 13A means that the password must contain A at least one time and at most 3 times. Oh, I see. Okay. So in the above example, 2 passwords are valid. The middle password is not, because it contains no instances of B and needs at least 1. First and third passwords are valid. They contain 1A or 9C, both within the limits of their respective policies. How many passwords are valid according to their policies? Okay, I think this is doable, right? So we kind of just need to split. I'm assuming this will all be provided as string. What does the input look like? Oh god, that's a lot. Okay, well I'm just going to download everything again. Okay, so These are some terrible passwords, by the way. I mean, obviously it's made up, but I'm just saying, even in this made up world. So, for instance, 3-4Z means that it needs at least 3, but at most 4 Zs. So this would be okay, because there are 3 Zs in this. Depending on the level of skill of programmer, can also determine what's readable. Yeah, that's also true. Sometimes a beginner can write functional code that even experts can't understand. That's kind of like on a similar vibe to chess players. Like, there are chess experts who will probably study the game for hours every day, and then they play against a new player who's completely unpredictable, and they have a hard time with him because he doesn't play standard strats, which I always thought was funny. Oh, there are 1,000. Okay, 1,000 passwords. So I guess what we want to do is read in the code. I can just take in what I already got from this. Maybe I should make this. Should I make this a utils? No, it'll be fine. That seems like an incredibly tiny thing to have a wrapper for. Wait, why is that giving me an error? Cannot redeclare block scoped variable fs. Index. Why? But they're separate files. Huh? Speaking of chess, I heard that show, The Queen's Gambit, is pretty awesome. I've heard of that show. I don't know what it's about. I know chess is involved. But yeah, I don't know to like why or how. This is confusing though. Cannot redeclare block scoped variable input. But I'm not referring to this. What? Cannot redeclare. Block scope variable. TypeScript. TypeScript uses DOM typings for global execution environment. In your case, there is a co-property on the global window object. I'm super confused. Wait, can I change this? Types node. Because the answers that I'm seeing on Stack Overflow is just make this let, but I kind of don't want to do that. Is it because these... Oh... Do I need to export the whole thing? Hey Kaki, what's up? What am I coding? We are on, day 2 of Advent of Code, as Andrew has pointed out. I think I need to export this whole thing. Is that why? Export. I've never come across that before. This seems wrong. I don't like doing that. I thought I could just make them all individual files. So weird. Does this even still run? No. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm gonna comment this out for now. Oh, I can't do that. Now I'm gonna run this again. Okay, so it does still run. I think I do need to export. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I don't really have an option. I'll just do that then, I guess. I'm gonna try adding this back. Still don't like it. Alright, whatever. I guess we'll do that. I'm going to update this to be export module day 1. Okay. We'll go with that then, I guess. Let's see. So we have our thing of passwords. Six. Wait, what? Oh, because it's all one string still. I need to actually split. Oh, let me just take the code that I got from this. Passwords. Or I'll just call them lines. It's getting the character. Yeah, I just realized that afterwards. I don't need to convert them to numbers, so that's okay. This should split by new lines, so this should be basically all the lines. So this should be lines. There we go. I'm kind of tempted. Let me run Quokka actually, because I know you can temporarily enable it. Like it'll keep asking you to upgrade, but I'm pretty sure you can run it. The imports. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that is that line. TypeScript, not my thing. It's not really mine either, but I want to get more into it because I know that's kind of like how you end up building the more complex things. I think as you start growing in terms of project size, the type safety is probably a nice thing to have. I'm sure there are other features of TypeScript that make it more preferable to JavaScript. So yeah, I think the advent of code is a good place to do it. Try it out. Now, okay, so this, how should we do this? I don't want to use regex because I know regex is a bit more process intensive. I can split on the colon. I passed on the Quokka Love the other day. Followed some guy who's learning JavaScript on stream. Never coded before. Pretty cool to watch. I like those streams as well. Let him know about Quokka, because it would take a lot of time running his code. Nice. Got to pass on the Quokka Love. I was very tempted to invest in the Black Friday sale, but I realized that I probably don't use it enough to justify spending money on it. Like, I could deal with the pop-up. I don't know, maybe I should support them. We'll see. As a node dev, it's my duty to hate Dino. It's like, it's the mirror form. Shadow node. I don't know, it is interesting that you can do everything with URLs. I know that they also have top level await, doesn't it? I feel like Andrew would like that. You don't need to use your you don't need to do your IIFE thingy, iffy. You can literally just type await and it will just run it asynchronously. I think that's pretty awesome, because I always feel a bit icky every time I use an iffy. Alright. Let's do this. So, I need to get the password. So let's do const what should I say? Policy. Yes, policy. Password. Alright, how would I do this in TypeScript? I'm gonna be like writing stuff in JavaScript, then going back to wait, hang on. Const filtered equals lines filter for each line, which is a string. Is that right? Wait, how are you supposed to structure this? Oh, you need to use brackets. Parentheses, okay. And also we return an array. Is that right? Does this need to be? No? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So filtered. So for each line, we go policy and password line split with the colon. I'm gonna just split on the space as well, because I know it's we know that a password looks like, not like that, like this. So if I split on the space and the colon, then this will give us this as the password and then this as the policy. I'm just going to put that there. And then if I do, I need to now split the policy by space. So if I do const range letter equals policy split space, then that gives us this bit and then this bit. I wonder if I should just use regex. Well, we can do it both ways, I guess. Also, should this be array? How would you do this? Oh no, you'd do it on this side, wouldn't you? String array, I think. Or would it be an array? No, it would be string array because it's an array of strings. Also, what do you think looks better? This or this? Like with the space or without the space? Or this, even? I personally prefer this, but every formatter I've used puts a space after the colon. So I'm assuming that's the correct way, or at least the way that it's supposed to look. Line string, not my JavaScript. Well, technically it's TypeScript, so you are right. With the space? Yeah, I guess I could see that. The reason why I liked it without is because, I don't know, it feels like it's bound to that variable that way. Because if you end up doing something like a ternary, or if you have an object or something, I suppose with the right syntax highlighter you wouldn't, they are different enough colors that you wouldn't see it, but I don't know, sometimes it just looks like it's equaling something that it's not. But I suppose when it's cluttered like this, with the space it's better. Okay, so now I've got the range. So if I did console log range, we should get all the ranges. Nice. Then I need to split that. This is why I probably should be using regex, but I'm gonna try it with just split, because I feel like split is a lot quicker than regex, because with regex you need to initialize the regex engine and everything like that. It probably wouldn't make a difference for 1,000 lines, but so we'll go min, max, int. No, it's not int, it's number. Numbers array. And then we go range split on the hyphen. Oh, and then map range pass int range. There we go. God, it's gonna keep asking me that, isn't it? So we should have the range now, I believe. Would I technically need to define the type here? I feel like, I don't know to what level of TypeScript type safety I should be aiming for, because I feel like there's got to be a limit, right? Because you could technically do it for every single variable. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it on the where I'm initializing variables and not variables. We probably shouldn't do it in like variables like in here, although it's probably useful. I don't know. 50 lines of splitting is better than one regex functions. Anti-regex crew. Anti-regex crew. Thankfully Satan's not here. He is definitely a big what's the word? I don't know. Regex praiser. Okay. So we have now the minimum and maximum. We have the letter and we have the password. I think. Yes, that is the case. So now we should be able to check. I think. Kyo, what's up? Get strided. You're really like wanting me to get strided, huh? Feels bad. Yogurt, how's it going? Yo. Andrew with the honks. How do I want to do this? We have a minimum and a maximum number of times that a letter can appear. Is it inclusive? It needs at least, okay, so it's at least and at most 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We have a letter, we have the password. We want to do stuff with that. Now I'm satisfied. You needed to get the animal noises out of your system. Okay, so we need a way to count letters that are in a thing. Off the bat, the first way I can think of is regex, but I said I wouldn't use regex until later. Did you see that Amazon MP4? I did. Thank you for that. I feel like there's an entire community out there that just... Well, actually, I know that there is an entire community out there that just puts Half-Life noises over videos. Because I've seen some of them. I know that there's one out there where it's just Dr. Kleiners and all the scientists yells. Or the spam use button sound effect. They are pretty entertaining, I'll give you that. How would I want to do this? Well, I want to try regex. There are two ways that I can think of that I want to try. So first, we'll try regex. So we need a way to basically say, you know what? Let me try this in just regular JavaScript. Message A, B, C, D, A. Console log. Message. I think it's match. Is it not match? There's one that tells you how many. It's not match. I think it must be regex execute. Test. No, that just says if it's present. Unless, wait, what if I do multi? No. Let me try again. Oh no, hang on. If I do A and then multi, match. Every day I find niche meme genres that truly amaze me. Oh, there we go. It's global. I think I can I do just like this and then this? I swear there was a way to just specify like settings separately. If not, I guess I'll just need to make a regex thing. Length. Because now I need to make a regex out of the letter that I've got. Which I think I can just create, right? Let's see. If I go letter, I think, do I need to double these? No. I don't think I can do that. That's why I was trying to think of a way to specify the global things separately. Let's see. I could put together the string separately. Let me see. JavaScript regex options. What? Just booted me out. New regex p. Let me try that. So if I go wait, letter still no? Oh, hang on, this is where I can specify the letter separately. The options, sorry. Flags, yes. There we go. I just needed to, the regex constructor. Okay. So let's do that. So I could just do return here, true or false. So return if the password matches new regex, which consists of the letter dot length. I should probably put this into a variable. Const matches. Return matches is not less than, greater than or equal to the minimum, and matches is less than or equal to maximum. So we should there are filtered dot length passwords that pass the policy. Then also console log what they are. What? Oh. Wait, what? Line 20. This is just the module that you made me run. What? My hate for regex comes from the fact that I'm too stupid to understand it. Oh, you're talking to Mr. Racer. I think you'll get better with it the more you use it. You'll find use cases where you're like, I could go out of my way to find another solution that will take forever to do, or just requires a lot of effort, or I could try and use regex and see. Oh, could not read property of null, okay. I could just default this to 0. What's the right operator for this? Is it question mark, or should I short circuit? I think it should be short circuit to 0. I think they can be interchangeable depending on whether or not something is to do falsy or not. I don't know. Null is always falsy, so I think both would work. Oh, this is still null. Damn it. Maybe I should just short circuit this to be an empty array. Does that work? Are you satisfied? Oh. There are 414 passwords that pass the policy. Does that sound about right? There are 1,000 passwords, 414 of them. Oh, I said I wouldn't read them out loud. Damn it. Sorry, if anyone wanted to do today. I apologize for the spoilers. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This one passes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one passes. I think this worked. I'm gonna try it. Here's one of my Chatterino magics. Nice. There is a where is it? Where is it? Unit tests on the side that you might like. I guess you've done it all sort of in the you've put all your test cases in like the test string and stuff, but the unit tests can be a cool way of doing it. That's just a bit on the side, and you basically just specify all your different cases. Okay, I'm gonna try and run this, and then we'll see. Here we go. We were right. Nice. Let's do part 2. While it appears you validated the passwords correctly, they don't seem to be what the official Toboggan corporate authentication system is expecting. Shopkeeper suddenly realizes that he just accidentally explained the password policy rules from his old job at the sled rental race down the street. The official Toboggan corporate policy actually works a little differently. Each policy actually describes 2 positions. What? Each policy actually describes 2 positions in the password, where 1 means the first character, 2 means the second character, so on. Be careful. Toboggan corporate policies have no concept of index 0. Exactly one of these positions must contain a given letter. Other occurrences of the letter are irrelevant for the purposes of policy enforcement. Given the same example list from above, 1-3A, A, B, C, D, E is valid, where position 1 contains A and position 3 does not. Okay, that makes sense. Position 1 is A, so 1A is right, but 3A is not right. C, D, E, F, G is invalid because 1 is not B and 3 is not B. Also invalid because position 2 and position 9 contain C. So this is a bit more complicated because it has to be exactly one match between those 2. So it doesn't work if these both work. So both test cases, only one, exactly one. Okay. How many passwords are valid according to the new interpretation of the policies? Interesting. Okay. I see what you're going for. Also, I forgot to put my... this is how bad I guess I'm still learning, but I forgot to put all my types for these. What are these? These are strings, yeah. What is this? This is just a string. What would this be? I guess you don't really do that for these? No, you probably don't. What would this be? This would be an array of strings still. It would just be filtered. My answer is a lot of 7s. Well, considering there are only 1,000 passwords, I think it would be extremely impressive if you managed to get that many passwords. Creating passwords from the dust. Okay. Let's try the new thing. I'm gonna comment this out. Part 2. Also, I want to use JS docs more. That's something else I'm trying to do better. JS docs, you say? Yes, JS docs. Like Java docs? No. Free. Wait, what is Java docs? I don't actually know. I thought you were... Is Java docs the thing? Oh yeah, then I guess it is like Java docs. I thought you were making a joke that JavaScript was like Java. Or like the same language. Yeah, it is Java docs then. Well, it's like Java docs. It's like the thing where you write comments and then you can use that to generate your API thingy. Your documentation, sorry. I haven't really had a need for it because I don't really write that kind of stuff, but I think if I were to break more of my... The more I do TypeScript and the more I break my code apart into individual files, I think it would be useful to have there. Because you can do some pretty neat things with it. Okay, let's try and get part 2 done. So, oh, this is going to be interesting. So we have... Okay, so this should actually be easy, right? Let's just do filtered again. Let's call this policy 1. Then we'll do policy 2. So we have policy, password. Instead of range, we have positions. And this is position 1 and position 2. Time to get food. Alright, yogurt, sounds good. Enjoy your food. So according to this policy, the first number should refer to the character. The non-zero character, I should say. So actually we need to plus 1, because if we say a number is 0, then that actually means 1, so we need to add 1. So what I should do is what should I do? I think I should turn this into positions. That will give me an array of 2 positions. Then I can just do checks out positions dot map, because I want to convert each the position into a true or false. Then I go position password character at position +1 equals the letter. And this is going to be a boolean. So then what I'll do is I'll go filter, because this will give us an array of either true, false, true, true, false, false. And I want to go true. So I'm gonna, how would I do this actually? I need to get from an array. Oh yeah, so I can do length, no, filter. Whether or not it's true. Work through the quacks. So value or checks out. I'll do C for checks out. Or P, no, P, I was going to do P for passes, but P is already for position. C for checks out. Where C is true. And then length is exactly 1. So if we have true and true, then the length would be 2, and then that wouldn't equal 1, so it actually doesn't check out. It needs to be exactly 1 match. Right, that makes sense. This is a boolean. I don't like that you have to wrap everything in like this, so I'm not going to do that yet. He called them quacks. Well, that's how focused I was. So actually, I think I could just return this then. And see if that works. There are. That should be policy 1. Pass policy 2. Pass policy 1. Alright, let's give it a shot. Okay, we have a number. Let's check if this checks out. 13K. So this would be 1, 2. So this would be 1. This would be 1, 2, 3. Wait, this doesn't check out. What? Something's wrong. Something... Something is wrong indeed. 1... I thought that meant allow to have 1 to 3Ks. Oh, that was the first part. They've changed the policy in the second part, which means that now it's not actually a range, but it refers to position in a character string. So the first character should be a K, or the third character should be a K. And this is not index 0, because they're a corporate corporate company that doesn't have a concept of index 0. So I think what I did with add 1, that's actually wrong. I think I need to minus 1, don't I? Yeah, I do, because if they give us a 1, that would actually mean the first character, which would be 0. So yeah, that's wrong. Let me try this again. What number did it give us? Okay. That's very close to what we got for the first answer. 2 and 5. So 2 should be a G, which is not. 5 should be a G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which it is. That's good. 3 to 5. W. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3. That checks out. The other flip side to this is also that you can't have 2 matches. It has to be exactly 1 match. I think this is correct. 2 to 4 N. 1, 2. That checks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That also checks out. 1, 2, 3 G. 1 G isn't. 1, 2, 3 G is. 1 C. 2. Okay, I'll go with this. We'll see if it's correct. Yay! We completed today's thingy-mabob. I think this might be a Christmas tree. Actually, no, it might be a Christmas star. Where is our leaderboard? You've got Oliver on it. Nice. It's on the first day. I guess he's working through the Wait, why do I only have 4? Bruh. Maybe you get less points if you don't do it on the day. That's pretty mean. But I guess I understand that. Cool. Well, we did it, I guess. Yeah, TypeScript doesn't seem that different, other than you just need to be aware of putting in types and stuff. Don't know. Right, what was I gonna do next? I would think I might have a quick look at our chat rank thing, but probably not for too long. I want to see what we got up to. No, yeah, might just call it that. So if you're not aware, ChatRank is our sort of current stream project where we're working on creating a interface for a Stream Elements custom API, where you can enter your ranks that you want, and it will generate a thing, a command that you can put into your chat, so that you can let people see what rank they are in chat. Toro, what's up? How's it going? Going to luck. I appreciate it. Thank you for the luck. Let's see if this loads. Any second. Oh, there it is. Psycho Pompo, what's up? How are you doing? Nini, what's up? You just missed it. I was actually just using TypeScript. This was for a whole hour and a half. This was a TypeScript stream, but now we switched back over to JavaScript because I can't be bothered to convert all of this React project into TypeScript. I understand a little bit, just watching with the icons, like a kid reading a book. Well, I appreciate it anyway, thank you. Nini, are you taking part in Advent of Code? Actually, I've lost... Oh no, I do have it. But this is our leaderboard code, if you want to join. Advent of Code. Yes. Sam, what's up? Hello. I follow you. Oh, definitely. Advent of Code. Oh, it's basically this coding challenge. I was trying to get Scribs to do it. I don't think he wants to do it though. It's a coding challenge that you do every day leading up to Christmas. And yeah, I think the puzzles get harder as the closer you get to Christmas. There's like an ongoing story as well. I think last year, I didn't take part last year. This is actually my first year taking part. But last year I think they ended up building some kind of mini processing computer or something where you put in a bunch of inputs and it spits out an output depending on the commands or something. I got a full-time job. I know, but this literally only takes, I don't know, 10 minutes. I'm using it as an excuse to learn TypeScript, so. I bet you're drinking tea right now. I am. Actually, I kind of just finished my tea. It's like, it's sad. But it's because if I start the stream with a full cup of tea, I usually forget to drink it, or I just get so distracted that I don't drink it, and then it becomes lukewarm, and then eventually cold, and it's just sad. And it was a waste of a nice cup of tea that was hot, so I try not to do that anymore. Although I should probably just get better at remembering to drink tea. I should probably just do that. I don't know what to do. Oh, right. Oh. Oh no, I didn't break anything. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. There was the stream elements bot. Feels bad. I don't know how much progress I'll end up making with this. We'll see, I guess. Oh god. I don't know why that was a thing. Yikes. Okay, well, this is working. This is working. Also, I picked up Ori in the the first game, because I've never played it, in the autumn sale. But I'm currently playing Hades at the moment, so I don't know when I get around to it. Maybe at some point. We shall see. I don't really know anything about the game. I think I've seen the artwork for it, and maybe I've seen the intro a very long time ago, but other than that, yeah. I don't know, because a lot of people were saying Hollow Knight was good, and I did like Hollow Knight, I just couldn't really, I do need to get back to it. I've got it on Switch. But then again, there are other games that people have recommended that I didn't think I would like, and then I ended up really liking them, so who knows. I assume it's a controller game. I've got a controller somewhere. I should probably play with that. If you don't play Ori, so I can see it, I'll cry. I don't know if I should play... I mean, because I've got a pretty meh setup at the moment, so maybe I should save it for when I actually get my stream setup all complete and everything. Who knows? Vapor Gabe, what's up? It is you from the Berry Bebop channel. What's up? Berry was playing Ori, I think. Speaking of, I was only lurking because I didn't want spoilers. I've actually been pretty good at avoiding spoilers for a lot of major games that I want to end up playing. Like, The Last of Us is a game that I really want to play at some point. I just don't have a PS4. but I don't know anything about that game. I don't even know the main characters' names, actually. I just go out of my way to ignore completely everything about the game, because I know at some point I'll play it. I just don't know when yet. Both controller and keyboard are good. Nice, okay. I think I'd prefer controller. It seems like a controller kind of game. I can just kind of sit back and not have to worry about the keyboard. Well, I can always switch between them, I'm sure. See. I didn't make it to that stream. Tons been going on recently. Lots of good things, I imagine. Well, I hope. It triggers me daily that you still haven't played The Last of Us. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just don't have any consoles. I have a Switch, and that's about it. So I can't really play any of the exclusives that come out. I've been wanting to play what's the game with Nathan Drake? Uncharted, the Uncharted series, but I've never been able to play those. I will at some point, I'm sure, but I just, yeah. I just need to get a console. I keep telling Squibs to play Ori. I think Squibs would like it. He likes those kind of games. I don't know what I mean by those kind of games. Pretty games. I know you don't have a PS4, so you're mostly forgiven. Nice. Thanks, I appreciate it. Honestly, I'm not crazy about the PS exclusives. There are a few games that are sadly exclusive that I want to play. I actually, I quite like the story-driven ones. I know Heavy Rain was a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. It's on PC now, actually. I do have it. It's in my library because I got the Quantic bundle. But I played through Detroit first. So I need to play that at some point. But all I can think of is I don't know. There was a YouTube poop. I can't even remember what it was now, it was so long ago. C++ UI developer. Yay. Wait, what? What did I miss? Oh, Linears. You're lucky. Alright, sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. What's a PC game you've been meaning to play but haven't? Good question. Probably... I don't know. I've been playing Hades a lot recently. I got that in the autumn sale, and that's pretty addictive. If you like roguelikes, and if you liked Dead Cells, it's a pretty awesome game. Definitely recommend. I need to finish Prey, which was that space game that came out. I think it was 2016. I'm actually enjoying Prey quite a lot. It's like a Bioshock-esque game. I don't know if it got a ton of recognition actually. Maybe it didn't. Oh, a game that I don't own? Oh, I don't know. I think I have all the games. I mean, my backlog is just I don't have all the games, but my backlog is just massive at the moment, so I haven't really even thought about it. I picked up everything I wanted to get in the autumn sale, I think. So I think we're good. I wish with exclusives they would just be exclusive for like a year and then pop out everywhere else. Yeah, I think that's how it should be. It just sucks that some titles would stay exclusive forever, even if they're on like completely obsolete consoles. And because some people I don't know, they fall out of time, I guess, and then people just forget about them and move on. If it's on PC, it'll live forever. Well, in the sense that people will always be able to find it somewhere, even if it's no longer being sold or whatever, as is the nature of the internet. Do you like Zelda? I do like Zelda. I haven't played Link's Awakening. Actually, people are probably going to hate me for this, but I haven't finished Breath of the Wild. Mostly because I didn't want the experience to end. And I kind of just didn't finish it. But I need to go back and finish it now that I know that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out at some point. I was planning on getting all the Korok seeds before going to face Ganon. I know that would have taken forever, but that was kind of the point. Because I know as soon as I finish the game, I probably wouldn't want to play it again after that. Or I would feel weird going back to play it, because it's like there's not really anything else to do story-wise. So I've kind of just held off on it, and then I just stopped playing it. Also, my Pro Controller is dead. I need to try and fix it or get a different Pro Controller. It just died. I get to live? Thank you. That's good. That's always comforting to hear. Play devil's advocate here and say I like exclusives. It forces consoles to stay hyper competitive and competition. Yeah, that's also true. I think exclusives for timed exclusives definitely works in both favors. Kind of like how GTA came out on it was a console exclusive for a while, wasn't it? And then it came out on PC. And then it eventually went free. Is GTA still free? I did a terrible thing with GTA 5. I bought it on like release day and then I never played it, and I still haven't played it, but I need to. I shouldn't have done that. I mean, for the full price that I paid and then not played it, and then it eventually went free before I played it, it's just, yeah. Feels bad. Finished Breath of the Wild 3 times now? Damn. That's impressive. Like from the start, or like... Well, I guess you mean from the start. Because I know in older Zelda games, they would just put you, when you finish the game, they would just put you at the last boss battle. I don't know if I could go through the entirety of... Actually, maybe I could. I've got the DLC, so I could play in the like the hard mode. I don't know what that is called. I keep forgetting. The one where it's like ultra hard. I do have Breath of the Wild, barely touched it. I know a lot of people who got it because of the hype and then they didn't really enjoy it because there was just no direction. But I kind of like that. Like, I think at the very start, your first mission is literally to kill Ganon, but then obviously you can't do that. Well, most people can't. I think there are some speedruns on YouTube where people have literally just started the game and then gone straight to kill Ganon. I haven't seen those because spoilers, but yeah, it's pretty wild. But it's, yeah, I like that kind of idea that you could literally finish the game straight away if you know how, but then obviously you can't, or most normal people can't, so then you end up going on a quest to fulfill that. And the prophecy, I guess. Have GTA on PS4? You hate it on PS4. There are some games that I just wouldn't be able to play on console. I kind of like the setup I have where I've got console. Well, I've got an Xbox 360 controller that just hooks into my PC, and it's nice to be able to play on PC or with a controller, because then it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I can play with a controller on PC. I'm pretty sure the most of the reason why people play on... Well, that's a lie actually, because obviously consoles can be cheaper than building a PC, and you kind of still get a decent graphics, and it's just more convenient for some people, I guess. But yeah, the controllers are all good. Demon's Souls is like that. You played it from the start on Wii, Switch, and emulated on PC. Nice. Yeah, I've only got it on Switch and I still haven't finished it, so I need to do that. But I need to get a controller first. Damn it. It's kind of the reason why I stopped playing Splatoon. I like Splatoon. I need to get back into Splatoon. After the first boss, you go wherever you want, but unless you're a god, you aren't surviving. Yeah. It's pretty much the same thing. The dungeons were kind of meh in Breath of the Wild. I would agree with that. Some of them where they utilize like turning around the Switch and the controller and stuff was pretty cool. I liked the tech behind those. I think the biggest complaint I had about it was the enemy variety. Like, once you'd kind of seen one or two enemies, you'd kind of mostly seen them all. The mini bosses I like fun to face the first time around, and then they get predictable. So I'm hoping in Breath of the Wild 2 that they'll... Because they have the engine now, right? They've got like all the assets and everything, so they can really flesh it out and improve on stuff. I'm sure the majority of development that went into Breath of the Wild 1 was the engine, and isn't the game something like 5 gigabytes or something ridiculous like that? And then you have something like other games that you literally take up 50 gigabytes or need like 3 cartridges or something. Not too fond of the lack of direction. Usually really love how story heavy it is, but wasn't necessarily. It was so different from other Zelda titles. Yeah, I can see that. Personally, when I started playing Zelda, it was with... What was my first Zelda game? I think it was Link to the Past. Which... I don't know how any child got through any of the dungeons. Maybe I was just really dumb and didn't know how to get through the dungeons, but I remember using a lot of guides to get through a lot of the harder dungeons and those. Or maybe I just didn't have any sense of direction. It was probably the case. But yeah, that was my experience of Zelda, and I'd never really played any of the 3D Zeldas. Which I probably should do. I think I've started Ocarina of Time a few times. I just couldn't really get into it. Maybe it was just because it was a little dated looking, but... Warzone is 250, yeah, and that's why I won't be playing Warzone because I literally do not have the space for that. I think I'm on my last 30 gigabytes, and that's after clearing like a lot of stuff out. Although there are some games I could delete that might bring that back on. Oh no! I need to play it. Okay, I will probably get back to those at some point. Wind Waker is a game that I want to play because I saw some footage of it, of someone else streaming it, and it reminded me, well, I guess it goes the other way around, because I played the DS games for Zelda, and the art style of those looks like it was inspired by Wind Waker, so I think I would really enjoy Wind Waker, actually. What was the DS games? They were like Phantom Hourglass, I think, and there was another one with trains that I can't remember the name of. But I think the art style for those were inspired by Wind Waker, at least what I can see. So yeah, I will. That's on the to play list. I should probably just have a Zelda marathon at some point, honestly, and just play it. There's just so many things to play. It's unfair. I don't think I'm gonna get anything done in this. Well, I did check that it's still working. Everything is still working. Yikes. Well, I was only really planning to do the daily coding challenge anyway today, which I've done, so all good. Right. Kim joined, what's up? How are you? Sorry I didn't see your message till just now. Get an external hard drive. I do have an external hard drive. I've got two 2 terabyte ones. One of them's almost full, and the other one I'm putting backups of stuff on and moving stuff to. But I just don't move enough. I just keep too much on the laptop at any one time. Yeah, oh, I forgot to mention, I am on a laptop. I need to build my PC at some point, and I will have all the space after that because I've been saving up for a while. And I keep saying that I'm going to do it, but I am going to do it, and I should have done it during Black Friday, but I didn't, so it feels bad. I think me saying that I'm going to do it is probably just, I don't know. Well, Andrew knows how long I've been saying that. I've probably been saying it for over a year now, but it's actually been longer than that. I think copywriting might be harder than coding. Are you copywriting? Oh, are you on the marketing phase of your project now? If you need any copyright help from someone who, well, actually, I'd probably word it in a really weird way. You know your project better than I do. You gotta do it. Right, meow. Wait, build a PC. I probably should. I just get paralysis every time I start looking at parts because it's like, what about this part and what about this part? I think the builds that I have on Build a PC are just like super outdated now. I think the last I looked, there was a 1080 in it, so that might give you an idea for how long I've been putting it off. Like a 1080 Ti was in the build that I have saved on Build a PC. Oof. I mean, to be fair, I think those cards still hold up. So it's not like I'm saying that you wouldn't be able to play anything with those. You need a GameCube. N64. See, console collecting. I guess as it's gone on, it's probably, I don't know actually. Is it cheaper these days to collect consoles, or is it more expensive because they're getting more? They're like becoming rarer to find. It's a weird paradox. I think the only console I ever had was a PlayStation 2, and I only had one game on it, which was like a wrestling game that I don't think I ever booted up. Although there was, what was the other game I had? I think it was called The Getaway. It was like this gritty London game about a child being kidnapped. That was a fun game actually. I think you can trust me on this because in the past I said it was a bad time to buy. Right now is the best time to buy. Interesting. Well, if you can, I don't know. Are the cards being still like swooped up, taken by bots? Because I heard that was the thing. It's just sad that like the companies don't have any reason to sell their cards to consumers over scalpers because they get their money either way. I guess it shows you what their integrity is like, but it's the games that are getting more expensive. Oh yeah, I can imagine that. I think I tried to get a Pokemon cartridge a while back, and it was just like hecking expensive. Pokemon Ruby, I think. It's really still that price after all these years, but I can understand why. Also, I think that just ran out. I hope I managed to grab myself an RX 6900 Kappa XT. The old AMD and Nvidia. I do need to look into AMD actually, although I've been on AMD for a long time and I kind of want to change to Nvidia, although I think we've talked about this before, but the flagship cards are probably a lot better than the mobile cards. Oh, well, probably definitely now that I think about it. So the problems that I've had with AMD in the past are probably just because I was on a laptop. And not because of other things. Walmart still sells N64s. That is odd. Although I've only ever been in a Walmart once when I was in America, and I was it's pretty insane what you can get in there, so I'm kind of not surprised. I thought it was just like regular supermarket, but apparently you can get all kinds of stuff in there. Most intensive I played on my 1060 was Ori. And Ori doesn't really strike me as the kind of intensive game, although I guess with all the effects and glow and stuff it could be the case. I don't know. This is right. I think what I'll do, I'm probably gonna head off in like before the hour. So I think what I'll do is I'll just try and get the rank message component working, and then yeah, I'll just get the text area set up. The 1060s. Oh wait, message disappeared. Uh, 3060 Ti's just got benchmarks. They're outperforming 2080 Ti's at a third of the cost. Damn. Well, I should probably just aim for a 3070, although I don't know, I feel like I've been saving up enough of a long time that I should just go for a 3080 if I can get one. But that's probably overkill. I don't know. Fire, help me, I'm starving. Will you provide me with food, please, Melody? I can provide you with cake, if that counts. Nice. I will mail it right after the stream, and hopefully it gets to you in time. Going from 18 gigabytes to 64 is pretty nice. No need to worry about VMs killing my PC. Oh, I can imagine those are probably pretty intensive. I think, yeah. I mean, my old laptop was just a nightmare. It would like severely overheat where I was resting my left hand, to the point where it was like not a good feeling to touch. Like you could probably fry an egg on it, kind of heat. And that was after like opening 2 Adobe programs, so I'm glad that I've moved on from that. I'm pretty content with this. This laptop's only got a 1050 in it, but it's still miles ahead of what I was using before. But yeah, I think any dedicated graphics card with a PC would be another jump over this. I think I'm gonna go with 3070. My brother's doing a 3080 though. You could just swap them over when he's not looking. I'm sure he won't notice. A 7 kind of looks like an 8 already. You just need to, you know, just stick an 8 over it. Just join the top of the 7 to the bottom of it. You won't notice, it's fine. I'm on the fence between 3070 and 3080. I've convinced Steph to pay for some of it for Christmas. Nice. Christmas is probably the best time. Your PS5 must have arrived by now. I hope you haven't been too distracted by it. I mean, you only need to survive until this weekend. I want a 3080 because of the VRAM difference. VRAM's my biggest issue. I don't want the same problem for a long time. I honestly don't know what I would play if I had all of that. I think, would it be weird that I'd want to try ray traced Minecraft, because there was a point in my YouTube where it was just recommending ray traced Minecraft video after video, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looked pretty sweet. So I think I would want to try it. I don't know if I would play it like that the entire way, but I think it would be cool to actually experience. Yeah, well, that's fair enough, Andrew. I can understand that. I don't think I've got any. I did coding the first half of the stream, so you know what? That's enough. That's okay. It's gonna be read only. In fact, I probably shouldn't be here. No, you probably shouldn't. I'm gonna end in 7 minutes. I'm gonna leave at 7 o'clock, which is in like 7 minutes. So I'll just do what I can now. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh wait, I do know what I'm doing. I need to convert this into something else. It's definitely, the games are getting more expensive. Got Ninja Gaiden. Am I saying that right? Gaiden? For $50 in a box 2 years ago. Now it goes for $100. Sweet. I mean, obviously not if you're collecting them, but I mean, a lot of stuff goes down in price over time. What? Just got a random weird ping. That's interesting. Also, it's December. Set state. No, use state. I know what I'm doing, I think. No, I don't. Set preview equals use state empty string. Getting there. Most of the games I want to play are very common. It's just the NES games in box are rare because they were shitty cardboard boxes that got thrown out. That's probably a good reason to keep boxes. I usually throw boxes out after about a month because just in case something happens within the warranty time. But I mean, obviously not cases, but boxes are probably good to keep for like consoles and stuff if you ever want to keep them through into the years. Isn't it kind of weird to think that at some point all of the consoles now will be considered retro? Like in a couple decades time, the PS5 or the Switch will be to us what an N64 is now. Or yeah, it's weird. Sorry if I went into a what's the word? Something crisis. Not a midlife crisis, a existential crisis. Here we go. Some guy, what's up? How are you? Long time no see. That's mostly my fault because I haven't really streamed that much. But I hope you're well. Can't believe it's December. I graduated 2 weeks. Nice. Wait, like officially? Don't you still have that other class until April? Or is that something else? Oh yeah, you said 1 credit to in the new year. Well, I mean, yeah, that's a throwaway thing. I'm pretty good, thanks. I hope you're well. I'm actually ending the stream in a moment, but I think because I'm not really getting much done, but and I need to go get food as well. But I hope you're well. This year has definitely not been the greatest, but we'll get through it, as they say. Handle set message, e set message, e dot target value, and then if I do const pass message equals the input, and then I go pass go in no set preview input replace user. I should probably find a more efficient way to do this, by the way, but I won't yet. Let's just replace user with my name, why not? Okay, and then I go pass message, so I want to go pass message here, e dot target or value, shoot. You know your laptop's struggling when you can't even code without it lagging out slightly. I still have that, but I mean 1 class is a joke. I'll consider myself graduated when I finish this semester. As you should. The other one doesn't sound very pressing, so I think you're okay. Testing, how are you? User. Oh, that didn't work because why didn't that work? I guess it's not counting that as an input. Oh, it's handle add rank. Huh. Interesting. Can't complain about staying inside all day. That's true. I'm very fortunate to have a sort of be in a sort of profession where I don't really need to go anywhere. I can work from home. Last year I remember Steph and I couldn't go out for my birthday just as COVID started getting taken seriously. It's insane to think for my next birthday I probably won't be able to celebrate it. Yeah. I was incredibly fortunate to have finished university when I did. I remember this time last year my main concern was finishing my thesis, and then I did my presentation January and then I returned home start of February. And yeah, if I hadn't, if I'd kind of delayed it until maybe the summer, I probably would have been stuck up in Newcastle and not been able to get home. And you know, that is probably not the best place to be stuck is in a dorm with a lot of other students in like one tiny room. Well, my room actually, it wasn't the biggest, but it was definitely it wasn't a cupboard, thankfully. It was still only one room though, so I probably would have gone insane if I hadn't been able to go anywhere. We had a whole trip to Disney World planned for my holiday because it was my high school graduation. Congratulations. My parents had missed my last birthday. Oh no. Yeah, I think this was probably the one year I would have actually considered going to Twitch on, just because I didn't have any university or school left. So that would have been a lot of fun. And then obviously this all happened, so yeah, feels bad. But I don't even know if next year will be a thing. Damn. They'll write about this in history books. Like, this will be a thing that happened. People will be studying this event in the future. There's people growing up right now thinking that this is all normal. It's weird. And the existential crisis has returned. Well, I think on that bombshell, I should probably wrap up the stream here. I've also done 90% of my work this year remotely, which is good. The toilet paper. I was going to say the toilet pandemic, but that would have been wrong. Toilet paper pandemic. I'll tell my kids and they'll shrug it off. Yeah, until it happens to them, and then they're like, what's happened? Okay, well, this was a somewhat productive stream, I don't know. We did the Advent of Coding challenge. We got through day 2. I don't think I'll be streaming I won't be streaming every day, but I will be doing it every day, and we will see what happens. Yes, I'll probably be putting out another seasonal code for Triggerfire to unlock more slots, so keep an eye out for that. What else? I think that's about it. I haven't streamed recently because I've been busy with stuff, but I do want to try and get back to streaming. Maybe I'll stream some Hades. I think I should be able to stream that. It's not a very intensive game, I don't think. And it's pretty. I imagine I think it's the kind of game that's pretty easy to stream. Streaming every day. That would be a thing. I don't know what the longest I've ever streamed is. It's definitely not been more than... It might have been a gaming stream, maybe. Maybe a Soma stream from last year. Or something like that. It's not been for very long. I still don't really even count these as streams, to be honest, because I don't have a proper setup for it, which I eventually want to get when we revisit the whole PC thing. But yeah, I eventually do want to evolve it into a proper stream. I'm fortunate that I'm still even streaming like now, because I thought I have to stop when I left university because my internet at home wasn't very good. But then when I started working from home, I got the internet upgraded because I needed it. Otherwise, downloading a whole bunch of backups and stuff would have been a nightmare. So I do have fairly decent internet now, at least enough to be able to stream. Creepy Champ. Oh, do you want to see a lovely creation that I made? Let me find it. I'm pretty proud of this website. It's called thefirewire.com/free-overlays. I hope this doesn't crash the stream. I just direct people here anytime people ask for free overlays. Creepy Champ. This is a real emote, by the way. I need to add it to this stream. Oh god, it was like glitching out. That was yikes. I eventually, you know what would be fun? I need to play around with a particle generator in JavaScript, and we should just make all the particles Creepy Champ. I think that would be a good thing to do. I've done multiple 24-hour streams. They're fun once, but I wouldn't recommend it. I know there are some people who do it like every other week, and it's mind-blowing. I don't know how they survive. It probably builds up your stamina. You're probably used to it every once in a while. JP does that. What's up? Hello, welcome to the stream. I love Triggerfire, but could you please put me out of my misery? I can't figure out how to stop the videos redeems overlapping each other. I assume you want them to queue instead. You need to go to your overlay settings, which are, if this will load. If you click the pink button, then overlay settings, overlap/queue, and then switch overlap to queue. And then you should be good. And you'll need to save that and then refresh in wherever you have your overlay, which is probably OBS. Streamer I know used to do 24-hour streams once every month. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to survive it. I could probably do it for like, if I had a purpose, like maybe a charity stream or something like that, or maybe just for the sake of doing it. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it just to do it. And I'd probably need to like plan a very good schedule of like guests, because I definitely wouldn't be able to do it alone. I'd need to play multiplayer games and all that kind of thing. I think that's the trick to getting through it. It's like, just let the community entertain themselves while you start dying towards the end of the 24-hour stream. Okay, well, I'll probably finish this up another time. Still making progress on it, which is good. Can barely do it for 4 hours, my brain goes mush. Yeah, and it depends on the game that you're playing as well. Also doesn't help. Like, if I were playing mostly puzzle games, I think I would probably need to play something mindless, like an open world game that I can just do anything in. Maybe GTA or something like that. I probably wouldn't be able to focus on a story-based game for that long. Minecraft would also work. I haven't played Minecraft for a while, actually. I've been wanting to like play Minecraft properly, as in like actually beat the game, like legitimately, like from start to finish. Maybe trying to speedrun it, because I was watching some people like speedrun the game, and some of the strats they do is just sanity. I think that would be a fun stream. Maybe I should try making Minecraft mod. That might be a fun coding thing to do. Maybe like channel points do something in the game. I feel like that is a viral video waiting to happen. Like every time you do a quack, it just spawns a thing. JP, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. And thank you for the follow. Wait, what? You followed this out. You're a mad lad. Ah. Yeah, maybe we'll make that happen. A Minecraft mod that does channel point stuff to make stuff happen in the game. That would probably be fun. As long as I don't have to work with Java, we should be okay. I'm pretty sure you can make Minecraft mods in any language. Huh. If we does need Java, we can just talk to our resident Java expert, Andrew Oscar Delta, here in the chat, who knows how to code in Java. I'm sure he'll be willing to help us. I have one other small question. How does TF sync with your Twitch account? Like, when I make changes, including deletions, they don't take effect. It depends what you mean. Deletions, like how? If you like delete a trigger, then currently you need to refresh the overlay. There used to be a live update service called Triggerwire, which I'm pretty proud of the name. Like, you know, because Triggerfire, Triggerwire. Anyway, when you made changes in Triggerfire, it would also push changes to the overlay directly. But because of the sheer number of people connecting to the WebSocket, the server kept crashing during US peak times. It was okay in the morning, and then as soon as all the America folks start logging in towards the afternoon, so basically between 4 p.m. my time, which I guess is midday America, at least midday, to 4 a.m. so to about midnight. So from about 12 p.m. to 12 midnight in America, the server was just maxing out 100% capacity, which is, it didn't actually impact any of the like the sites or custom APIs or anything. It just meant that well, one, the dashboard was taking forever to save triggers or do anything, and two, people just couldn't connect to the overlay anyway, and it was just getting a bunch of errors. So I eventually just cut it. It's on a whitelist now, so anyone who is specifically needing it needs to reach out to me so I can add them to the whitelist. And since then, server load has been like 10%. So that's been good. I do want to bring it back, but I also don't want to upgrade the server because then that's just more cost. And I think it's, well, I mean, I'm going on a tangent here, but it's easier to say to someone to just refresh the overlay. But I know most people expect it to just automatically get the overlay. Also, I have completely lost where chat is. Oh, it does need Java? Oh no. F. I think you just thought of a great Twitch extension idea. Twitch extensions are also another thing that I really want to do. We have, like, there's so many things I want to look into doing. I need to sit down and actually do it. I think we will visit that as soon as we're done with this project, because this is a stream project that I've been wanting to do, and I think once we're done with it, we'll move on to the next thing, which will be well, there's two ideas there. The Minecraft extension. I don't know. Well, I guess it would work as an extension. I'd probably want to tackle both separately and not try to do them both at the same time. So maybe we'll start with the Minecraft thing first. So that seems like it's easier to do. Well, not easy, but a bit more self-contained. And maybe a bit of a change from web stuff. Do you know how do you refresh the overlay? Oh, you open the browser source settings. Well, actually, I can just show you. No BS. Oh god. So if you click on the overlay, and you can, if you're on the latest version of OBS, you can just click refresh here, or if you open it up, you can press refresh cache here if you're in slobs, or if you don't have the current version of OBS, and then that will refresh it. And you only need to do that after making changes in the dashboard. So as long as you do all the setup and stuff before stream, then you should be good. If you make changes mid-stream, like while you're still streaming, then obviously you'll need to refresh it again. The time command is, I believe, New Zealand time, because I was making a command for a New Zealand streamer, and I was testing it in this channel. So yeah, that's the time in New Zealand right now. I think, yeah, should be. Couldn't figure out how to interact with Twitch's API, but other than that, I can do plugins a bit too. Ah, yes, I know you are a modder, because Vapor Gabe did a Among Us mod. I think, was that you? You did the Among Us mod with Barry, which was pretty amazing. That was super cool. So kudos on that. It does need Java. I read that. Oh, I wouldn't really know where to start with Java. I've done C#. I wonder if you can. I mean, C# would be more Bedrock, wouldn't it? Bedrock Minecraft. But then that's kind of like the inferior Minecraft. Let's be real. Java Minecraft's where it's at. If you can write TypeScript, you can write Java. Well, I'll look into it. I'll obviously, there has to be a way to do it. I don't know. We'll see. Eliska, what's up? How are you doing? I hope you're well. I should have ended 21 minutes ago. But you're so distracting that I can't. I will. Any second. I just need to get to the bottom of chat before people write you messages. I've already read that. Current time. Oh, you're 2 hours ahead of me, I think. Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday here as well. I only know basic Java for Minecraft. I could help you to some extent. That would be awesome. We could set it up as a community project. We can make it like a GitHub thing. I've been wanting to make more open source stuff. I think that would be fun. Because I made Triggly, which is like a character animator program in C#, and that's technically open source. And someone did fork it and make changes, but they're unfortunately unable to make a pull request because they've integrated it with a MIDI keyboard that uses proprietary software, which is technically also free to use, but the software author requested that it didn't be distributed without their consent. So I emailed him and asked if I could officially integrate it into Triggerfire. Not Triggerfire, Triggly. But I didn't get a response back. So, yeah. Maybe I'll ping him again and we'll see. But it would be cool to add more functionality to Triggly. You can get JS and Python in Java. I know that much. Interesting. Have I seen this? What does the thumbnail say? Oh, I made Among Us and it will destroy your PC. I did see that. That was insane. Like, the quality of graphics, I don't know how much he paid for those asset packages or if he paid anything at all, but it's like insanity. I was making things in Godot. I was trying to make a game in Godot and I got stuck on the multiplayer bit. Well, I just got stuck everywhere mostly, but I was trying to implement a low-level multiplayer thing and I didn't really want it to be peer-to-peer, although I guess I shouldn't have been so picky because if you don't have any dedicated servers to host like proper servers, then really you should probably go peer-to-peer, and that's just free multiplayer that you can just implement. So I should probably just do that, to be honest. I shouldn't try and jump ahead and make a complicated multiplayer that if I can't even make the game work in the first place. I don't know if anyone actually saw that. I did get Scribbly running around in thing. I've been pulling my hair out and those small tips have fixed everything. Nice, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to have helped, for sure. Let me see. Godot projects. What did I call it? Farmer Drama? Let's see if I can get this to run. Oh, hang on. Godot. Projects. No. Oh, I need to. Oh, command in what's it called is just so annoying. Let's see if this works. What? Dedicated server. dedicated server. Farmer drama, dedicated server. Yeah, that is right. No main scene defined. Multiplayer. See if this has got it. Oh, there we go. I made, oh well, Scribs modeled this character in Blender, and then I rigged it and did some very basic animations, as you can tell. And then I managed to get it running in Godot. And then I think I tried to jump from this to making it multiplayer. And then I just gave up. So, but I do want to get back to it at some point. I made this physics board as well, so I could make a very low level looking I don't know, Rocket League, maybe. Oh god. I don't know what is happening. I also never got around to texturing it, although I should probably ask Scribbly for the textures. And I've fallen out of the world. Anyway, enough of that. What new widgets have you made? A lot of my friends enjoyed the dad joke timer you helped me with. Check out my documentation for my custom APIs. Some of my custom API stuff, not everything's up there yet, which I need to work on. But there is a whole bunch of commands there that you can set up from Pastebin. That might be fun. You can end up playing Cards Against Humanity in your own chat. Imagine this, a scuffed Rocket League soccer type game, and it's played by Twitch viewers using avatars they create using a widget. I think that would be pretty hilarious. I think stream interaction stuff is definitely in general something there needs to be more of. And that's why things like what was that? Oh, follow. Thank you for the follow, Jewel. I appreciate it. Marbles on stream, definitely. That is actually a very easy one. I shouldn't say very easy because I've never done it, so I couldn't say. But there is Marbles on stream. I'm pretty sure is done in Unity, and the library that I used for Triggly is called TwitchLib, and they have a Unity export. Because obviously, I think C# is the main language of Unity that you write your Unity scripts in. And I'm pretty sure it would just use TwitchLib to connect to chat from the game, and then just pick up on people putting in exclamation play, and then from there, that's the game. Like everything else is handled by the game. So that would be a lot of fun. The other games I was thinking of are like Stream Arena and Stream Avatars and things like that, where you literally just interface through chat, and you can kind of use it as an overlay, or you can make it the main focus of the stream, like Marbles on Stream. Maybe we should make a very basic Marbles on Stream clone, and then just play around with what you can do with it. I think the main part of that would just be connecting to Twitch chat. But I don't actually. I was just trying to think how not to do it in Unity, because while I do like Unity, it is pretty intensive. I'm not sure if I'd be able to. Well, I wouldn't be able to stream it, but Godot C# support. I don't know where it's at. I think it's I think it's usable. I don't know if you can use it for production though. If you never need help with design stuff, hit me up, because that's the only that would be amazing, because design stuff is probably where it's like when you're trying to do everything, it's like it's probably the least thing that I can contribute to. So it's more like I end up making something that might work but just looks completely scuffed, which is typically my style. Yeah, we could definitely turn it into a community thing and get people on board. I think that would be a lot of fun. SMP to alert, one more reason to follow. Thanks. Yeah, the music's done by Kumu. Check him out on YouTube. His music's pretty awesome. He does Mario remixes, and I have the alert set to sort of play a random 5 seconds of some of his pieces, which is super awesome. I struggled a long time with what the audio should be, so I think this is a good compromise. I always thought it'd be cool to have a Fall Guys style game where it's simulated rather than controller, with the little beans of the viewers. That would also be fun. And like maybe you can spend channel points to like give them little boosts, or like if you're like close to someone, you can spend channel points to give him an axe to kill another player or something, or like sabotage someone else. That would also be a lot of fun. I just came across that. Wait, came across what? What did I miss? Not sure. I'm scared to open this. I'm gonna open it in incognito, even though it's just Emojipedia. I'm confused. Alright. Well, it is now 35 minutes over the time that I was gonna stream, so I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, Facebook's gonna be Facebook, so it's whatever. I don't know when I'll be back. I do want to stream more to do more of the Advent of Code days, so hopefully I can get that going. But other than that, hopefully everyone has a great rest of the night. I'm gonna go shower, get some food. I'll probably be hanging out on Twitch, so if I'm in any your circles, I guess I'll probably see you in other chat rooms, whatever. And yeah, hope everyone has a great rest of this, I was gonna say stream, rest of their evening. I'll catch you soon. Thanks for letting me waste a few hours of time. I'm sorry, but I hope you're feeling a bit more recharged and ready to get back to finishing it off. Right, I'll catch you later. That's silly. Sure, okay. I believe you. Great. Peace.